Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, September 12th, 2016. What's going on? How are you? I'm in Virginia right now, okay? The state that professional sports forgot. Virginia is such a fucking enigma, you know what I mean? It's like you're in the South. They don't have any professional teams, and then their college teams haven't made enough fucking noise. You know what I mean? Like if you're in South Carolina, they don't have a professional team, but they got Clemson. They got the Gamecocks. Right up here, you got Virginia, you got Virginia Tech. You know, no fucking disrespect, but, you know, last time Virginia was on the map for me was when Ralph Sampson played center for your team. Having done my final show here in Richmond, been having a great time on this tour. Todd Rex has been fucking destroying. And I want to thank everybody that came out to Charleston, South Carolina. We hit that cigar bar again. You know, I haven't really worked out. I've eaten like okay or horrifically. I'm hoping, you know, 5 days on the road I'll tell you, it's a rough one, you know. Charlotte was great. Fucking Todd took me to this goddamn one of those, you know, mom and pop chicken places, right? Which was fucking delicious. But, you know, like 9 million calories. I didn't eat for the rest of the goddamn day after that place. But, so we went there, and then this friend of ours who was down there took us over to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And they got this thing called the NASCAR experience, where you can literally take this class and learn how to drive the car and all that. But, you know, we didn't have time to do that. So they had a fucking NASCAR. And they took us around the track doing about 165 miles an hour. Took me first and then Todd. And we sat in like the passenger seat. Like Luke Duke. And went around. And I got to tell you, like, this is the amazing thing. Because they try to keep the car so light, you feel like you're in an absolute piece of shit. I mean, even like the gas pedal, the throttle, was like... It was like the tiniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It didn't even have the pedal on it. Any weight that they can get out of the car, they get out of the car. So all it was, I should have taken a picture of it. It looked like, it was like the thickness of a fancy coat hanger. And it kind of came up through the floor and then just went up and like started to make the letter F, but it didn't have that short little one. That's all it was. I'm like, your foot doesn't slip off that? And the kids just laugh and go, no. It doesn't. It was some 21-year-old kid flying around the fucking track at like 165 miles an hour. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't do well through the first like lap. And then I kind of settled into it. I don't mind going fast if I'm the one driving. But, you know, just sitting in a chair as someone else is going 165 miles an hour, that close to the wall was pretty goddamn intense. But I want to thank everybody over at the NASCAR facilities for letting us do that. But I have to tell you, instantly, the heat, the level of heat that was in that fucking car, because it was a really hot day, I can't imagine, with all those people watching, all of those other cars driving around the track, how fucking hot it gets. And then also, you know, you kind of get thrown around the car a little bit. Like I said, it's not like you're riding in a Lincoln Continental, and I don't know. My biggest concern is smelling all those fumes and all that shit and just driving around. I'd probably get sick just driving in a circle. Like the level of concentration that it would take to just keep fucking doing that for 2.5 hours, however long it takes. There'd be a while. I would just pull in the pit stop and just be, yeah, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. I did it. Went around the block. How many fucking times I got to do this? I don't want to do this shit. Forget about actually hitting the wall. That's what I just kept thinking about. For some reason, I wasn't thinking about going in head first. I was thinking about if you got spun around and you went, you know, rear of the car in first, just how bad that would fuck up your back. But it was cool. We got to ask the driver, you know, about some of his worst wrecks and all that type of shit. And then we went down and did the show. And one of these nights, I did like a fucking 2-hour show. I think that was in Charlotte. I got to stop doing that. I'm supposed to get my act down to about an hour and 20 minutes, but I'm thinking this special is going to be somewhere between 120 and 130. Just an absolutely incredible run. I'm telling you, people sleep on the South. They really do. How fucking great it is down here. But like I said, I've never been tailgated the way I was tailgated from fucking South Carolina up to Charlotte, and Charlotte over to Norfolk, Norfolk over to fucking Richmond. They get down to these 2-lane highways, and I'm telling you, it's like a NASCAR race. They're right on your ass there.